Bluetooth is connecting.
Hold on. Y'all know every time I connect this. Wait a minute. Ooh. Welcome back to my channel. Hi everybody, it's your favorite girl, favorite Brit. And we're doing a different kind of video today. Y'all know me, I like to talk about real stuff, real life stuff, okay, going on in the world, in these households, all that. So I'm discussing today, I'm rebraiding my braids, y'all, for under my hair. We're gonna discuss and we're gonna talk about blended family. So this is gonna be a good one, okay? Welcome to my channel. Hey everybody watching. Um and I just want to talk, like, I guess from a child's perspective, because I'm a child of a blended family. So a big blended family. Let me see how many siblings I got. I got I have 6 siblings, right? But some of them I share the same mother and father, and some same father, and then some just same mother. So it's kind of like complicated, but I know y'all because I'm the middle. I'm the middle child too of both sides. I'm the third child on each side. Ain't that crazy? That should be my number right there. Baby number 3. So I just want to talk like about, the whole blended family thing. Like if you are a person who you know I can't talk from like the parents' view because I'm not a parent and I never been married and I don't have kids and I never have to separate, a family and split up and break up my household. So I don't know what that's like. I know it's got to be traumatizing and sad and scary. But I'm gonna talk to y'all from the child's perspective because I am a child and I am a product of that. Okay. So now I understand y'all, and I know that this is not to fault the parents and force them to stay together because God knows what would have happened if they would have stayed together. Every circumstance is different, and sometimes you just got to get out of Dodge. Sometimes it's better for the folks, the adults, to separate and split up. So I don't know about that fight for the family stuff and all that stick together stuff, because sometimes that can damage the kid too, sticking together and raising the kid in toxic dysfunction and drama and negativity. So I understand it. So but like I said, I'm not coming from a marriage perspective or like relationship perspective on separating the family because I don't know what that life is like. But I'm gonna tell y'all from the middle child perspective. And I probably like this, y'all, because I am the middle child. And it's just like somebody gotta say something, you know? If don't nobody say nothing, how we gonna move forward? Okay? So I wanna talk first that like it can be a blessing though. It could be a blessing to your kids if you do when you do move on. And this is not to like, like I said, this ain't to like dig at the parents who had to separate and split up. But it is something to think about. I want y'all to think and I want y'all to be self aware. This is self aware channel. And if you feel bad about something you done did that I'm about to talk about, then you need to figure out why you done did that and traumatize your family and the kids from your decisions. So the first thing I want to discuss is like a blended family. Sometimes like bringing in a new person can be a blessing to the family, for you as a lover, as a partner, and for the children. And I say that because sometimes well, yeah, if you love yourself and you like, if you vetting correctly, you can choose right, and you can choose somebody that can really be a help to your family. A true blessing to your kids. Cause you gotta be cautious. You gotta be real cautious of who you bring around the babies because they probably already done went through enough and seen enough with you and their other parents. So you don't want to keep up that cycle of you know, of that. So, and sometimes it could be because the parent died. the parent left and walked out, don't want to do the whole family thing no more, or it could be because the parent on drugs. It could be anything. So like I said, I'm not digging on nobody. I'm not trying to, disrespect and clown nobody for having to separate. Cause sometimes, shit happen. Life happens, or sometimes it just don't work no more. Sometimes it just ain't gonna be healthy for folks to stay together. So you gotta do what you gotta do. And so, you just really gotta be careful though on who you bring around your kids because, man, that stuff really impacts the children. So, and, as far as I'm gonna start with the fathers first. Normally, I go in on the women first because the women be playing like, but the fathers be doing stuff too. So, hold on, I'm trying to just twist up, be sprayed up. So, okay, you got to be careful who you bring around your kids because number one, your kids are already probably hurt, confused, and devastated about what has happened. And I know mama gotta have a life, daddy gotta have a life. I know daddy deserves to be happy. I know daddy wanna be with somebody too. I get that, but you need to make sure it's a good, loving, good woman that's gonna treat and respect your kids and treat your kids right and be honored to be stepmom. But a lot of times like I said, the parents don't think about how stuff affects the child because a lot of y'all be selfish. Like I know, man. I'm about to tell y'all, like, man, child, they be selfish and they be so stuck on love and stuck on just what makes them happy, me, and or trying to play get back on the divorce and on the breakup. They don't think about how this stuff affects the kids. I'm a kid. I'm telling y'all. So, and the parents ain't gonna tell you the real. A lot of time, you gotta ask a whole bunch of different family members when you get old enough and mature enough on what really went down, because the parents ain't gonna tell you. A lot of times, if they playing the manipulative games, they ain't gonna tell you the real that they was on fuck shit. They was on bullshit. They ain't gonna tell you that. So, you know, you just gotta put the pieces together sometimes. If you do got a real raw parent, you blessed. But sometimes they don't be. They don't tell you they flaws. They just blame it on the other parent. And that's mother or father. So you got to remember that. But I'm going to start with the fathers first. The fathers need to be careful who they bring around the child because, especially in today's world, I know back in the day, women was more like modest and more like, a little more conservative on their sexual side. A lot of times now, these women are not, and they just be like, they think it's cute to like tag along a child or a teenager and teach her, how to trick, how to finesse, how to scam, how to hold around. So it's like men. I think that men need to be careful with who they bringing around their daughters during this booty hole brown season we in. You want this lady teaching your daughter how to finesse and how to scam and how to sell herself? Or do you want a quality woman? Or do you want a woman that's so selfish? She only care about the relationship and she treat your child like she nothing? Or she mouth off to your child and disrespect your child, but when your child pop back off or kind of challenge her, you now considering that as disrespectful? You don't want that type of woman. You want emotionally available woman. You want a woman that understands, what the child been through, because that stuff is traumatizing. Especially because black people, we don't like to go to therapy, so we learn how to do all this stuff on our own, and that's not healthy. That ain't healthy for the family. Okay, so I'm gonna do this braid next. Okay, and then next, I know my daddy had got remarried after my parents had divorced. When I was 11, I think I was like 11, yeah. He got remarried to this lady. I told y'all he died. He did. She divorced. They got divorced within 6 months. He got married to this lady though. We used to go over his house in the summertime. This lady was so annoying. Oh my god, my mom. That's probably why my mom ain't want us over there. Who knows? But he got married to this woman, and when we would go over her house, I mean over my daddy's house in the new White House, she had kids too. Now this is a part of the blended family thing. She had two kids. She had girls. She had one girl that was like a year older than me, and another girl 3, 4 years younger than me. So my daddy has 5 kids altogether. She got 2 kids, so that's 7 kids. Wait, yeah. Look, I gotta count so many. Yeah, 5 kids. My daddy got 4 girls and 1 boy, and then she had 2 girls. So summer over there was hectic. Okay, I get it. All them kids probably annoying. They bad. They tearing up stuff. They loud. But you gotta understand, as a step parent, this is what you signed up for. As a blended family, you are now this man's wife. This is what you have to take on. It's his other children. And it's your responsibility and your duty as a wife and as a new like mother figure to be a mother figure to them kids. Like, yeah, we got our own mama, and our mama was doing, what she could to raise us, but you still need to, understand you are playing a part in this child life, and this child is still growing too. So it's like, I don't like her. I didn't like her. I didn't like her because she had this like madam presence. She wanted us to like praise her. She used to be like, call me Miss this, Miss that. Like, she wanted us to say Miss, I don't want to say her name because she's still alive too, I believe. I'm gonna say Sandra. She wanted us to call her Miss Sandra, Miss this. And now she might have been from the South, who knows? But up here in Michigan and on the North, we don't do that. Even as kids, we ain't never call. I wasn't raised to call adults Miss this and Miss that and may I this and may I that. She used to be like, she used to want us to say when she called our name, like she'd be like Brittany, and then we couldn't say huh, we couldn't say yes. She wanted us to say ma'am when she called our name, like Brittany, and then we answer with ma'am. And we used to be like, what? Like, girl, what you mean, ma'am? Why do we gotta reply to you as ma'am? Your name is Sandra. Like, the fuck? Your name's Sandra? That's 11-year-old Brittany talking about. Your name's Sandra. Why we gotta say Miss Sandra, ma'am, Miss and ma'am, that? Girl, shut up. Like, you is my baby wife. You knew around here in this town. You don't know nothing about this life over here. I ain't like her like that. Nope. So then, she wasn't like, she was in our life a little bit. Like I said, they was only married 6 months. So she was around, like I remember during Christmas time, they had brought us some bikes over. They bought us bikes for Christmas and stuff, and she came to help bring it over, bought us all outfits and stuff. I remember that, but as far as like I'm talking about actively being in our life as a stepmother, that's what I'm talking about. People don't be thinking about that stuff, and yeah, I ain't like her. But and then so my my daddy had another lady after they got divorced. Ooh, I hated her. Now this lady, she was terrible. And this crazy because I be reading I read the book called Why Men Love Bees, and a lot of men do love bees. Like this lady was horrible to my daddy, and he was obsessed with her. She used to cuss him out, talk to him crazy, reckless, just toxic boy. Um, and he loved her. He told me he wanted to marry her, and I told him he was not marrying her. I don't like her. You're not marrying her. He wanted me to meet them in Ohio to go to the wedding ceremony because they was gonna get married in Ohio. I told him I'm not going, and I'm not going because I don't like her, and you not marrying her. I told my daddy he not marrying her, and he didn't either. Good, cause she wasn't it. Like she was terrible. She was real disrespectful. Me and her got into it when I was an adult, talking to me crazy. And so I had to get on her and cuss her out, tell my daddy on her, like I don't she calling my phone, texting my phone, trying to argue about something, who knows. And that ain't going nowhere. But this what I mean by look at the role models you bringing around your kids. Like y'all don't be think about that. Ugh, like where is the love and nurture and support of women at? You don't like them kind. You ain't attracted to that boy, obviously. So it's like the woman is needed too, like to play a second role as a mother. Because that's what you signed up for when you decided to be this man's wife, new wife, and stepmom to these kids he got from a previous marriage or a previous relationship. But they don't be trying to do all that. So now the father part. The fathers are needed for they their leadership, their protection, their guidance, to be a man of the house, the person go to for the say so and stuff like that. And a lot of times they don't be giving either, because a lot of times now the women, I'm about to get on the women. If the women don't love themselves, don't value and respect themselves, ain't no way they can pick it's hot here. Whew. Ain't no way they can pick a worthy man to be a good father or a stepfather or role model to their kids. Now, let me tell you about this part. So the part about genetics plays in like this. When you got all them different kids with all them different names, so your son of Johnson, your first son of Johnson, your second daughter of Baker, your third son is a Ellis, your fourth daughter is a Willis. You don't understand that these kids got all these different genetics because they all got different daddies, different mamas, different, just all these different ass bloodlines mixing. So it's gonna be kind of hard for you to understand them because they all different in their own way. And guess why? Because they got the DNA genetics of their fathers. So yeah, that your kid got the same mother. They might have came out of your womb or out of your ball sack, but they got the same mother. They all, they all got different mothers. If it's the guy, if he got different kids with different women, all these kids got different mothers. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff is like tricky because yeah, y'all be looking up to Future and Nick Cannon, but look at what y'all do to the kids. Y'all mess them kids up. Because you're not gonna have time to focus on one family. That's why not we. That's why it's important to stay blended. Not to stay with one family and just have one family. That's why it's important to have only one family instead of having outside families all over the place, because that takes away from the attention of one family and the kids' needs and stuff. But y'all, you folks be so D crazy and P crazy. They don't think about that, and that affects the child. So you got all these genetics all over the place. You got last names all over the place. You got all these different looks, different hair types, different body types. Cause y'all done mix these kids. These kids got all these different mamas and different daddies and stuff. And now it's like you taking the anger out, or you frustrated and stressed because one kid rebelling, one kid act crazy as hell, one kid got the mental illness. Yeah, I'm going there. One kid got the mental illness y'all don't want to talk about from their daddy or their mama that's passed down, and you stressed because the other kid over here act just like the mama or the daddy. And so it's like you gotta understand how genetics work, baby. That's why you gotta be cautious on who you have children with, because genetics is a real thing. It's more than humping around, rolling in the bed, having a child. That stuff is way more than that. And I just want you to know, with all that mixed DNA running rampant like that, that's not good. It's not good because it's like it's too much to focus on. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like it's too much to focus on. And I got one more brain left. Hey. All the mindsets and personality, different mindsets, different personalities, different genetics all over the place. It's like it's gonna be confusing for you to learn your family, because you got one child act like this, one child look like this, the other child act like that. All these different mindsets, genetics, because you had all these different baby mamas or baby daddies. And you got a whole village of different genetics and different people. It's like, um, hold on. It's like it just seems like it's just easier to focus on one person, human being to be with, and have all your little baby human beings with one person. And it seemed like that would be easier instead of, and then don't let me get started on the child support and all that. The child support, the custody, like that stuff gets nasty. It gets really nasty. Even not even talking about divorce, I'm talking about even just splitting up without divorce. That stuff get nasty. So unless you two mature adults that know how to, move on, be mature, go on with your life. But it's always one person that want to control, stalk, harass the man or the woman, and want to police what the next partner do, and want to use the child as a weapon, and want to finesse their way through controlling the other person with the child. And people do that all the time. That ain't gonna never stop. Boy, that's one thing that'll never be played out. So, it's important to have a good partner to ingrain, like that love and stuff. That now, yes, like I said, yes, if your kid got a good daddy, that's good. But sometimes the kids don't have a good daddy, so that's why it's important, or mama. So that's why it's important to make sure you pick a good partner, because this person is gonna be, if you plan on being long term, this person gonna be in your kid's life a long time, and they gonna play a big part of your child's life, like dead ass serious. You want a strong, good role model around your babies, and you want somebody who like serious about the family dynamic, because if you have all these different kids all over the place, right? Like I said, different genetics, different mindsets, different personalities. If you got all these kids all over the place and you don't ingrain a strong family dynamic, the family gonna crumble. And that's what happened a lot, because either some kids mad at the other kids because of how they was raised, or the other kid feels some type of way because they came over for the summer, and then the other kid was mad because they mama was mad at the daddy, so they missed out on their childhood because the mama or the daddy was being petty, and so they missed out on their other siblings. It'd be just a bunch of mess. Luckily, I didn't go through that. My brothers and sisters on my dad's side, they mama, she was really good with keeping us together, and she used to always tell us like, stick together. It don't matter. That's your brother, that's your sister, y'all a family, stick together. So I love her for that. Shout out to Pee Wee. Shout out to Pee Wee. But then it's another thing too, like when it get messy, because you can feel the tension. I've experienced this too. You can feel the tension when a step parent don't like you because of your mama. Y'all, do y'all want to talk about that? Cause that's a thing too. A lot of times women will, or men, they will be vindictive, or they will treat the child bad, because, or they like do some passive aggressive stuff to the child. But like I be saying, kids can feel that energy. Kids ain't stupid. They can sense that negative energy. They can sense you like trying to play them like they stupid. The kids can sense that stuff. And so sometimes the parent, ooh, especially if you like a love triangle baby, oh my god, or a fair baby, oh my god. You can feel if you a fair baby, or if you a love child baby, you can feel when the other parent or the new woman or the new man got some tension because of you with you because of your parent. And it's like, I didn't tell them to roll in the bed and be freaking around and doing stuff with no morals. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You need to talk to them about their moral level, because I was just born here, baby, and I'm here. So hey, if da 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 had a baby on you, or she cheated on you and had a baby with your homeboy, and now you mad taking it out, like, yeah, hey, bruh, you gotta take that up with the partner. Don't be taking that out on the baby. But yeah, you can sense that tension too. Um, especially like if you look like the other parent, especially like if the partner cheated on you and had a baby or something, had the baby, has you as the baby or something, and you remind them of that woman. Oh my God. Oh my God. God help us. God help us all. This stuff happen every day, y'all. This some real stuff. So, I'm gonna talk now about my experience. I talked about the stepmom experience, and now I'm gonna talk about the dad thing. So, I only had two dads. I got two dads. My second dad, my stepdad, we came a long way. My life growing up, we used to clash a lot. Like I said before in my video on what I learned from men. Me and my stepdad used to clash a lot. We got this. I'm the same sign as him, and we kind of the same. And like, I'm with all that. Like, I ain't no pushover, shy, reserved gal. You can't boss me around. You can't. That's why he told me I'm headstrong and I'm strong-willed. He told me that young, when I was young, because he seen that in me that I was like, and I was always a why child. I always want to know why. I have an inquiring mind. It ain't that you being smart. It ain't that you being a smart ass. It's that some kids just really want to know why. Like, tell me. Like, so we came a long way. My stepdaddy, whew, God bless him. Child. And then like I can't imagine, on the adult's end on what that's like taking on another woman's child. Two child kids or four kids. Technically four kids, but we was the last two, the youngest one. But I mean that's probably hard on his end taking on, a woman and her other kids, but that's the part you play, that's the accountability on you that you need to look in the mirror on. But the problem is that a lot of women, they like to put men in charge that like don't know what they doing. Like they don't be knowing what they doing. They come in trying to beat their chest. I'm the man of the house. My way or the highway. They do that type of stuff, but it's like the kid over here seeing through you anyway, because we live here, so we know it's cap. But that's why you can't be picking on partner when you in a vulnerable state, when you in a state of desperation, when you at that age, that older. What's that age when women get stuck on stupid? They get stuck on stupid when they turn about 30. They start getting thirsty for marriage at 30. But when they turn 35 to that 41 mark, they get stuck on stupid. They just go get with any man under the bridge, any man that work at anywhere. They just get with anything just to have a man. And it's like, ladies, you can't be being desperate during those years because a lot of men can see that, baby, and they're gonna take advantage of it. I don't know if nobody ever told you that, but you gotta be careful. And a lot of self-aware queens know this. So the thing is too with a blended family is when you a woman, you gotta make sure the man you bringing around your kids take care of his kids. Cause then that causes tension on his kids. Now his kids don't like your kids. Cause his kids over there feeling like, oh, they living the best suburban life. Oh, he over there playing pop with them. Oh, he just abandoned, don't care about us. So now, everybody gotta have standards in this. It all comes down to standards and desperation. The desperation to be in love, the desperation to have somebody. And that's okay, that's normal to want somebody. But when you got kids, you can't move like that. You got to be very careful because every decision you make affects your child. So it causes a wedge in your kids growing up because one set of kids over here like, dang, Pop or Mama just left us to go marry and leave us here, and she don't care about us because she got her new husband and she just left and she left us with our daddy. Or the flip side is the man leave his family and go be with the new woman and her kids, and then he taunting around the new step kids as a token trying to play nanny nanny boo boo to the last girl baby mama. And a lot of times guys do that because they just want to trigger the baby mama and hurt the baby mama. But you don't realize you hurting the kids when you do that. So it took me years like to get a better relationship with my stepdaddy. We finally good now, thank the Lord. We came a long way. It was so bad I had stopped talking to them. I stopped talking to my mama and my stepdaddy for a whole year. I put their asses on ice, and I had to go to therapy to get a mediator to have us communicate. It got that real. It got that serious. I had to pull away a whole year to to put my foot down because it's like I'm about to let him come violate, disrespect me, talk to me crazy, and a lot of times guys do that. Guys will do that. Let me take toxic guys. Toxic guys will do that if they know, like I told y'all, my daddy dead. So they know you ain't got no male protection. They gonna show their ass. That's why it's important when you meeting a guy and first meeting a guy, don't be telling him everything about your family and stuff. Because if he see you ain't got no male protection, you ain't got no uncles, you ain't got no grandfathers to fight for you, you don't really have men in your family to fight for you. If he toxic and abusive, he gonna show his ass. So don't be showing me and all of that, okay? Don't tell them all that. Don't even talk about it. So my stepdaddy, I think he was doing that stuff because he know my daddy is dead now. Cause my daddy was with all that shit. My daddy would have put your hair through the wall. He been alive. So I had to, go to therapy, fix that up. Um, and then my stepmama, I told you about her. I didn't like her because she want to call you Miss Ma'am, Miss Ma want you to call her Miss Ma'am. What? No. What she say? Miss Sandra. Call me Miss Sandra. When I call your name, you reply back with ma'am. So she be like, Brittany, we gotta reply ma'am. Like, girl, what you think we act like? We used to be like, oh, I like her, boy. She do too much. Do too much. And then she couldn't cook either, because one time she cooked some chicken. I threw up all in my daddy basement. She cooked some Italian chicken. She baked it, salmonella chicken. She baked it, and I was throwing up all on the floor in the basement. My brother had to wake me up and take care of me and check on me because that damn crazy stepmama tried to goddamn kill me with that nasty salmonella ass chicken. So you couldn't even cook, and then you want us to sit here and call you Miss Sandra, Ma'am Sandra, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Girl, where you think we live at? Like, girl, this is not slavery time. You better get over that. So yeah, I just think though with a blended family, you gotta take the time to really like get to know the child, get to know. This is for the mature folks. This is the grown folks talk, okay? True grown up talk. Get to know the child, spend time with the child. Understand the background on how the other mother is. I mean, well, the real mother, cause you the stepmother. You just stepping in. I ain't saying come step in and be I'm the boss in charge, and that's the energy my dad wife used to give, or ex-wife. I'm the boss. I'm the lady of the house. Okay, like girl, you ain't gotta do all that. My mama didn't. Ugh, we did not like her, child. All that boss hog and control and stuff. No, no. And so the problem is because we have these problems with blended families is too because the parents don't be really like mature enough to have those grown up mature conversations on how we gonna split the family up, move forward. I got my new girlfriend here. I got my new man here. How we gonna raise these kids? And then sometimes the men don't like other men around their kids because the father is still a protector. He's some decent of a father. So he probably fooling on the ex-wife because he probably don't want Joe Schmo around his child because you don't know what this man doing when you ain't got your eyes on your children. So that's the thing too. And a lot of times, men be trying stuff with these kids. They do. They really do. So that's a reason why probably men be cutting up like that. Like they don't be wanting you to be dating and stuff, having anybody around your kids. Because most of the time the women, y'all can barely goddamn pick halfway right anyway. So sometimes the daddy might be right. Cause boy, Y'all turned 35. Y'all had a car wash man. Y'all had a car wash man over y'all house. Y'all with him. Then y'all with the grocery store bagger man. Then y'all with the man that do like y'all just get stupid. Like just get dumb, boy. Fall in love with anything. Any piece of pipe. What the hell? Any piece of pipe. And you can't do that. And the men get selfish women. Or they get the women that just, I ain't worried about that. I don't care. Them his kids. I don't give a fuck. I ain't worried about that. That's for him and the mama to figure out. Or y'all get women that pull out and don't want to be active in the child life at all in his life. Do y'all not know this stuff affects the kids? Hmm? Do y'all not know this stuff affect the kids, y'all? Like, do you think about that? Or you so stuck on playing the get back game? Cause that's what it be. It be the get back game. It be proving a point. It be all that. It be all that. It don't be true maturity and moving on and saying, you know what, we ain't work out. We're gonna do our best to still have a raise a strong family dynamic and to still raise his kids with some damn sense. Then when the kids grow up, they don't got no communication with each other. They don't got no relationship with each other. They barely know each other. They don't like each other because of miscommunication with their upbringing. They don't like. I know because I'm telling y'all, I just exceeded it all on both sides, mama side, daddy side. So it's like you leave all this confusion for the kids to figure out, and it's like that's not fair to the kids to be doing your dirty work as a parent, because that's your job as a parent is to, you know, make sure everything going smooth. So I think that's it for this video, y'all. Um, and and I know it's probably not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not easy to probably to be a step parent or a new wife or a new husband to a person that already had a kid or a family. I know I never dated nobody who had kids. No, I mean been with in a relationship. The men that want to date me, they always got kids, man. I'm so tired of them. That's all I attract now is like men with kids. Maybe because I'm older too. But the guys I was with in relationships, they none of them ever had kids. So that's a good thing, but it's still like, man, I don't know. I'm just I'm just here to tell y'all about the blended family life. Cause the blended family life be crazy. I'm telling y'all from the middle child perspective. Hmm. If you got kids that got behavior issues, they angry, they fighting in school, they misbehaving in school, they rowdy, they rah rah, they ah. It's because something going on in that home, and you need to really figure out and look into the mirror and look into your household on why your kids are so rowdy and so and so want to fight, want to just be angry and want to like it's something going on with that with the baby, with the kid. So it's something for the parent to pay attention and look at. But parents be too focused on trying to control who the other parent dating and effing on. They don't pay attention to what's happening with kids. So that just stuff just keep happening. And then when them kids grow up, sometimes it's a generational curse breaker. It might be one or two out the batch, but most of the time, them kids repeat the same cycle that they seen. So that's it for this video. I'm not gonna keep y'all long this time because y'all know I get to going in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you was a child that's in a blended family or a broken family or whatever you want to call it. Comment, let me know how was your experience and did you ever have a step monster from hell? Stepmom or stepdad that was not giving. Man, me and my stepdaddy came a long way. I'm proud of us, boy. Woo! We came a long way for real. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus. But that's it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Luckily, like I said, my mama, she was one of the mamas, so I'm gonna give her credit right now on this video. She was with all that shit. Like me and my stepdaddy got into it like about me talking back or being rebellious or not listening, but that's different. My mama did not play when it came to bringing men around us, and I think I was telling her this recently. I think that's why all of my sisters and we got one man. We prefer one man because, well, maybe back in her young days when she was a hot girl or whatever, she might have did her little 1-2, when she was young. But for the most part, I don't ever recall my mama like bringing different dudes over and all that, stuff, hoe hopping and all that. If she did, she ain't do it around us. So I commend her for that, and she always been with my stepdad since I was like 5 or 6 years old. 6 years old. He been in my life my whole life, so it's like, I commend her for that, I guess not presenting the thought lifestyle around us because that affect your kids too. And I'm not gonna get in that rabbit hole. But that's it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you're watching, I'm not here to make you feel bad. I'm just here to tell my side of things, okay? And the effects that it has on the children. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and be mindful on the partner that you pick for your kids, around your kids. Bye. See ya.